right, Dan Michalski here, closing well in Heat 1 of the steeple prelims. How'd you feel about that?
I wanted to put myself on the beat, from the gun. I didn't want to mess around and run 69s or 70s or something. I talked about with my coach ahead of time, just being intentional from the start and being Heat 1 or whatever, just keeping the thing honest. If we're running 68s, 8:30 pace-ish, guys will get running by the end of the thing and we'll have a solid time such that even if something funky happens up front, that there'd be a bit of insurance to get in on time, just having a good, honest heat. So I was really pleased that Mason Furlick took it out, honestly, and I'm not even sure who the guy was in between he and I for the first several laps, but we were hurdling smoothly, and Mason was pretty content up there. He kind of wanted to slow a couple times just to kind of feel some people, and that's okay. It was a little annoying because it affected me 2 spots back, but it was really fun toward the end to kind of really spar and actually be in the hunt a little bit and feeling a wind up. So I just haven't felt that yet this season, and I was pretty excited and poised to get to do that dress rehearsal here in the prelim, feeling a little bit more of a taste of what a final will be like. It was the fastest time I've run this year.
I don't know. You can ask him.
Got to really kind of fight to the line a little bit. It was a cheeky little kick with Mason there in the last 100 or so, fun to hurdle with these guys. Be right in there. Duncan Hamilton is really smooth. It's when you're racing with good hurdlers, good steeplechasers, guys that handle the pit well, it's even more fun, I think. Now maybe there's a little less exploitation, but there's always that mystery. Okay, am I going to get a really good pop off of this one, or are they going to maybe have a bit of a fault set, and can I capitalize on that? And that game and that maybe instinct, getting to exercise that today was really fun.
Yeah.
And it leaves me excited for what's to come on Saturday and the future of the season. I plan to go to sound running after that. And I want to prove the team for Budapest, absolutely. And whether or not that's a part of my season, I really want to make the Pan Am Games a part of my season too. And I know that's wicked later, and some guys are going to be running cross country by then. And I want to make a point to get a chance to wear the U.S. vest, and I'm going to do everything I can to get there. And I don't know if everyone else is thinking about that, but guys like me and Andy kind of coming on late, even in this season, coming on late after some real setback and return. Me with just having a couple months out with Air Force boot camp, it's a privilege to serve in the U.S. Air Force. It's a privilege to be back here running full time, and I'm happy and about being here in Eugene, and grateful my family can be here with me too, and excited for the final.
Yeah. Well, you started 2023 in the Let's Run singlet.
That's right. Come on, baby.
And then you go to the Air Force. You do basic training. Can you give me a timeline? When was that? And then when did you kind of get back to running? Where are you based now?
Oh gosh. So to rewind a little bit, I moved to Colorado Springs a little over a year ago to get local with my coach and to experience, living at altitude. And I was working remotely for the better part of that year. The Nike contract expired at the end of the calendar year, and then picked up the Let's Run deal for the Houston half, and that was just kind of a cross-country season, so to speak, for me to kind of do a bit of a base phase and have something to look toward and train toward. And I was just waiting on fitting the pieces together for being able to go to Air Force basic training. And that was January 30th through March 23rd. I got back about a week after that and was trying to hit the ground running. Caught a calf strain a couple weeks in. That kind of set me in a couple more weeks back. And then, I started just kind of throwing everything at it from the start, trying to do mileage, trying to get spikes on and get on the track and get some feel and some hurdle and rhythm back that you got to have for the steeplechase. And, had some more health struggle just getting that durability component back. And it's been a bit of a challenge, mixing in more cross-training and rehab and chiro and PT than I've ever done before. And, like I said, that makes me all the more appreciative of the health and fitness that I got right now, and I got to show on the track today. It's just really awesome. I'm grateful to my coach, to those people that have been in my corner helping me and my wife most of all, and the Lord above too.
So you've been in Colorado Springs though for the last few months, is that right?
Yes, yeah. So basic training's in San Antonio.
Yeah.
And then ever since then I've been based back at home in Colorado Springs.
Gotcha.
Since about April 1st.
Yeah. And Evan Jager's not here. Hillary
Right.
Bohr's not here. Like, what do you assess your chances of actually making a team? How realistic do you think that
I
is?
mean, it's a funny thing. You can look at the World Athletics points, which last I checked I was number 7 on the U.S. tally, and it's a funny system, and you can kind of game it, and I appreciate that. And I kind of did a little personal breakdown of it. I think that any guy in this final, I could look at it again, but any guy in this final, if they run a half decent time in the final, the points that you'll get for bonus of being one of the top 3 guys should be enough to put you into the top 36 and be world eligible. Mm-hmm. And I'm one of those guys. Last I looked, I was barely on the outside looking in of the top 36 based on points, and so I don't have concerns about that. And there is the chase period, which is great. But
what about the beating people and the getting top 3 portion of it? How confident do you feel in that?
Yeah. It's anyone's game. I mean, it's going to be cool. I'm really eager to see, and like I said, I was taking it one step at a time, and just hoping for a chance to show my fitness and skills out here today in this prelim, and be somewhat more of a veteran than some of these guys. This being my 4th straight U.S. champs and 4th straight final now. I want to be there in the hunt at the bell. Last year I got stopped a little short of that, having a fall mid-race and spending my adrenaline out and not getting a chance to really kick at the bell like I would have liked to. So, today, big piece of confidence toward that, and now it's just time to recover and give myself the best shot I can and stick my nose in it again and hurdle well and just be really focused and disciplined at every opportunity to move up and take advantage of those little things that happen in a steeplechase.
Great. Well, it should be a good final. A lot of good stories going into that one. So best of luck on Saturday.
Thanks, John.